Today's book review, we've got the Star Trek The Next Generation, The Continuing Mission, the 10th anniversary tribute from Judith and Garfield Reeves Stevens, introduction by Rick Berman, afterward by Bob Justman. Let's have a look inside. Hi guys, Ralph here. Another book review. This one, I do like this is quite widely available. Another one of these books that didn't actually kick off to be anything. There's a lot of concept art in here, which is quite good. The last video we did was the Art of Star Trek. It's not a continuation, but I think it is similar too. But the thing is, if I'm right, if you open that up, that's one of the best Next Generation, without the lights, Next Generation pictures ever. They're all in black and white. They're all together. Yeah, pretty cool. So let's have a look inside this. So it is quite a big book again. This was £20 originally, $35, 45 Canadian dollars. Hardly ever used. So we go back. The last book, I don't think this is a follow-on from the Art of Star Trek, but I'm probably wrong, you know. I need to put something behind because I've got reflections again, because it's the glossy paper. That's better. 10th anniversary was Next Generation. Yeah. So we have artwork there from before. The scene where he looks back in Star Trek First Contact, and the contact part there as well. Rick Berman. Actual size of the Enterprise compared to the Paramount lot. So it is bigger than the Paramount lot. Just more concept art in here. More real-time systems. There's a lot of stuff that you saw in the film, but you'd have never have actually stopped to be bothered with. Concept art of the Enterprise D. That's you'd never have a ship like that. That's just too thin and too not very easy to film. So you'd build up. Okay, they're morphing the Paramount logo into the Enterprise Delta shield. Was the Crusher by Will Wheaton. The chair on which he was sitting was originally built as a bridge chair for the Lost series Phase 2. Okay, cool. They repurposed a lot of stuff on this. Bob Justman actually had the shuttlecraft Justman. Little memos, Gene Roddenberry. Concept of what the original, the Next Generation, Enterprise would have been. Those look very much like the Ambassador class, so it's the Probert one, is it? No. Changed the nacelles to make them a bit more shorter instead of sticking out the back. So many little bits on this that, as a concept artist, you've probably gone over and over and over and over with, and so much gratitude for what artwork they did for doing this sort of stuff. I mean, Christ, look at the size of that model. I'd never considered doing that. The lighting inside they put on these, it's clear, but these are fiberglass. So they're not plastic and easy to do like we do. It shows you how to and where to, and off you go to diagrams. We've done blueprints in Enterprise D before, but not in this much detail. Like a stairwell down the back, but I don't think it is. Oh, it is. No, it's a stairwell. Galaxy class project. Bridge section. It would have been interesting if the bridges going forward, but that's more like a battle bridge, isn't it? More concept art everywhere you see. They changed it so much. I think, yes, they did. If you look at that transporter, that's the Next Generation transporter, and that's the original series. These bits on the floor were repurposed to go up here. Fun fact. Phasers. Type 2 phase. No, that's the noisy cricket phaser. The second Type 2 phaser revised, not the Dustbuster one. Is the Dustbuster on here? And no, tricorders, medical tricorders. That would have been pretty good, but they did do communicators for the motion picture. But to do something like that on the wrist would have been a pretty good idea. Work bees, 24th century work bees. The Next Generation, that's definitely Series 1. Encounter at Farpoint. So yeah, basically this is a good celebration of the 10th anniversary of Star Trek. So 10 years will have been up to First Contact, I think. So 7 years of the series, then straight into into Generations, and then First Contact. A lot of these production stills and behind the scenes stills of the man getting covered in goo. That was, did Jonathan Frakes say it was Metamucil and printer's ink? Whatever Metamucil is, probably just goo and syrup and God knows what outside the Ready Room. Cool. Oh, they actually had the menu of the Chateau des Artistes in Paris. As original part of the Romulan Warbird, the Derex, with the middle ready to be cut out. Goo, gory. Very gory episode. Original series. Conspiracy theory, was it? Picard met. It's not even the first time, because Dr. McCoy was, DeForest Kelley was on series 1, the first episode anyway. So season 2 had got Kate Muldaur back on as Dr. Pulaski when she'd played 2 parts in the original series. So yeah. So showing the series 2 episodes and the evolution of things changing a little. The design element, 10 forward being underneath. So was that 9 forward? Do you know? I have to look on the tech manuals. And we'll show the first series, the first of the Borg. It wasn't the first time it was mentioned, because it was the Neutral Zone episode of series 1 where the Borg were apparently there. So the different types of Borgs, what we eventually ended up with. And even with Star Trek Picard, it's changed again and again, and no mention of the Borg in the future. But also weird the amount with the Discovery going forward, no mention of the Klingons either. So unless they just decided to stay at home, or something happened, don't know. Nice little phasers there. That's a Romulan phaser, is it not? Yeah, Romulan phaser in the High Ground. High Ground was actually an episode that was banned in the UK. Because it mentioned once about the Irish reunification between Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland, but gave a certain date when it was supposed to happen, which there is no troubles there at the minute, and it's nice that there isn't. So let's leave it at that. Everybody loves to go to Ireland. So concept art on new shuttlecraft. The New Atlantis project. This has gone to series 4, so it's jumped forward 3. I just missed 4. The Klingon attack cruiser, or at least the 24th century version of a D7, or if not beyond. The Ambassador class in a box, ready for either storage or being put on auction. It's the colours that you think of stuff like that. It's the colours, knowing what to paint a model when you get it like this. But then you can light it however you want, try and make it look whatever. Because I always used to paint models as they were either white or they were grey, but then most of them, especially Next Generation, were blue. But the lighting was different to make them look grey. 24th century tricorders, phaser rifle with a sight up, photon torpedo, cybernetic arm, Cardassians. First proof of the Cardassians there with Mark Alamo, season 5, Spock, Leonard Nimoy reprising his role as Spock back in. That the Phoenix, that's a Sutherland, but it was all same ship, and they put different names on there, which is pretty cool. Vulcan shuttle, there's something, that's a Sabre class, is it? No, that's a shuttlecraft which looks similar in design to the runabout on the front. That's Sealer, Denise Crosby reprising her acting in Star Trek, which she's done a lot more for in Star Trek Online, which is pretty cool. The USS Courageous, which is also the Bozeman as well, which is in the scene here. Cause and Effect, I think that was. The shuttlecraft, that's actually, why is that there? Because that's shuttlecraft from First Duty, but 74205 was, yeah, Why am I looking at that? Why is that from Defiant? I mean, Next Generation and Deep Space Nine ran side by side for the 7th series and the first series of Deep Space Nine, pushing Deep Space. Okay, the Janolan Dyson Sphere. There's a Janolan Dyson Sphere, which you can visit in Star Trek Online. I'm not a big plug for Star Trek Online, but I am playing it quite a lot. I'm showing you all the, just notice there the episode synopsis. Birthright Part 1, Part 2, The Strange Bird, Iron Forging, Zeppelin Cochrane. That's another one for the Zeppelin Cochrane, for James Cromwell playing him. Played quite a few people. He played that, which was in Gambit. Was it Gambit or Birthright? It must have been Birthright. But he also played in... Was it in First Contact? No, it was in Emissary. Ooh, what was it? High Ground. Oh, come on. I think it was High Ground. He played the emissary in that, the president in that or something. State. He's got a... You know, that's not Robbie the Robot. That's the Lost in Space. Or is it Robbie? It is Robbie the Robot. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Some people having some models like that. This was designed on a was it a toy or something? Finished version. Yeah, shampoo bottle. Yeah, they do these things. Cool and cool. Yeah, we managed to get Stephen Hawkins in. So a lot of production photos in here as... Who was the basketball player? NBA star James Worthy. Don't follow basketball. Sorry if you do. Well, not sorry if you do. You probably like basketball, but I've not really been into it. That was a good episode. It flicked between different... Was it Force of Nature? Yeah. And then the Enterprise. Love that ship. It's such a evolution and so much more detail on it. They went to town on the ship and just decided, let's add on so much stuff. Guns, third nacelle, the cannon underneath it. Anything, the big massive impulse engine, because that would have been blocked by the third nacelle. Absolutely love that model. Would love to do one here if I ever got the space. So that's the that's a Marquis ship, which that's the repurposed in Voyager. And I can't show you the back end because they repurposed it for Deep Space Nine as well, but only the back end, and added a Voyager. Added a Voyager saucer to the front, which was always a weird sort of ship. Here's Kirk skydiving. The outfit there, you might recognise it from B'Elanna Torres, taking exactly the same one, doing orbital skydiving in Star Trek Voyager. So he did. There was a full scene, and you can see it on YouTube, and it is full narrated and put on there of him doing that. Obviously cut from the film for time restraint. And look at that. The set completely destroyed. The bridge completely by. Some fans would have killed to buy that and recreate it, put it as a thing, an exhibition. Star Trek First Contact. See, Nathan Phillips played in there, but I assume then he did as well then, for the Ferengi. That's not, no. Ethan Phillips, oh, he's Ethan Phillips, yeah. Sorry, you can't really see him. Dr. Farrak. Okay. But he did play himself in the bar scene and the Borg trying to kill him. But he's a hologram. More concept, more actuals from First Contact. There's so much artwork on the Borg. It's ridiculous. So many different species got done with it. Alice Krieg played the Borg Queen. Played it really well, to be honest. I mean, it was a definite evolution turning for the Borg to be run by a Queen, instead of them being just one individual mind, but they were individual mind controlled by a Queen. But now I figure out it's more than one Queen. So yeah, spoilers. So, finally the end from Bob Justman. That's a little golden model kits from the in the ready room with the Enterprise E. Cool as a good book, but I'm not quite 100% certain it is a follow-on from The Art of Star Trek, but it does actually feel like a follow-on from The Art of Star Trek. Nice big thick book, lots of concept art, lots of pictures, lots of reading, lots of descriptions, and a lot of it is exactly as it's supposed to be. So if you can find one, probably eBay, probably Amazon, off you go. And I'll see you. Right, I'm going to end the video now, so we will be waffling on for long enough anyway. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow me on social media. Consider being a Patreon or a YouTube member to help me out. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now.